cell phone charger back there if you need one.
Thank you.
We're almost neighbors. I live on the next block.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
You said you live on the next block?
Yep.
That's funny. Yeah, it's a good neighborhood.
I love it. I'm actually probably going to be moving soon, though.
Oh, you are? Where are you going?
I'm going out to the burbs.
Oh.
Berwyn.
Berwyn?
Yeah.
What's over there?
My daughter. So if we're in a custody thing, so I get more time if I live closer to her school.
Yeah, I get it.
And she's out there. But I bought a house here, so I'm putting it up for rent. So I'm trying to find tenants out here.
I hear you.
But you're right. It's a great. I mean, I really miss it. I'm so sad.
You're gonna sell it quick for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna rent it. But yeah, it's
gonna get.
It's so far. But
you gotta make sure you got the right buyer.
Exactly.
You don't wanna somebody that get a good background check.
Yeah, and make sure it's contributes to the neighborhood and the people and doesn't change it. You going to school here or just?
No, I'm just a worker. I'm old.
Oh, okay.
I'm an old man. No, I'm 26.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, that's so funny. 26 is when you start feeling old, and then you hit 40, like I'm about to.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I'm a really old.
And you're like, what are you kidding? I was a baby. What?
For real.
I wish my back felt like it was 26.
Yeah, it does.
What do you do out here?
I'm just a server.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that what you want to keep doing, or are you working towards
Maybe,
something?
honestly. Some people live their lives doing that.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's good tips. It's easy schedule.
I wouldn't be a server at the same location, but I'd eventually have to branch out to something more high class, or
Yeah, absolutely.
once the age gets up there, that's when you really start talking about Yeah, it's not just that easy though. So
right. Yeah.
It's kind of like school, Just gotta study the alcohol and all that.
Exactly. Know
and
what
the
you're
wines.
serving. Know what you're doing. Know what people need.
Know the story behind it.
Exactly. And then what crowd's a good crowd, what they tend to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the regulars are at the place you're.
Because I don't want to be a server at Applebee's or something,
Right. Yeah, because they get
Chili's,
Yeah.
Nothing that really counts.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know someone who actually picked someone up not far from here who was what did she learn? Was it when they studied wine?
Yeah.
And and she got into serving and then was like, I really like studying wine and started to go into school for that and learning that, which was really interesting too.
Then you can start talking about being you know what I mean? Getting those salary positions and stuff.
Exactly.
Serving's good, but it's not always, guaranteed.
Right. Yeah, because you don't know. It's is it a tipped job? So
yeah, but it just, how businesses are. It could be booming 1 year or 2 years, and then all of a sudden, it just dies, and it's having to move,
Exactly.
Or they quit, or they close, and you get fucked,
Yeah, because that's just restaurant life.
Or new ownership, and then they don't like you, and they just feel like you're not a good fit anymore.
Right. Especially with was it COVID, right? So much stuff closed during COVID too. So yeah, I know it could definitely be hard. And then is it your hourly rate is lower than minimum, right? Because you get tips. Is that for servers?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which I think.
If you don't make it though, you get the minimum, but obviously most of the time you'll at least get the minimum.
Yeah, see, and I get to me, I don't know. What do you think about that? To me, it doesn't make sense. To me, it's because if I'm tipping, the price is already up.
Well, that's here though, because in other states it's different. Because I was in Florida, and they do an automatic 20%.
Really?
And when I got the check, it gave me instead of how usually here it's you get a 20% option of 22 or an 18.
Yeah, it tells you.
But there was only 3, 5, and 8, so it's oh shit. So this is kind of different,
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. 3, 5, and 8%, but they put it.
They already put 20% on, so you're basically just giving them a little extra if you already give them 20.
Oh, so it's 20, but do you want to give them more on top? Right. Wow, they just add the extra.
Which is, I think, a little better over there.
Okay.
For them.
Yeah. And see, this is
because over there for those people, they can't get screwed. You can't let
Yeah, they get the money. And see, to me, I'm just okay, if that's the case, just raise the prices and pay everybody.
And it was in St. Petersburg,
it.
so I guess it's by the tourist area. So I'm sure they're used to a bunch of petty people coming over there just trying to be petty as fucking. Get a whole nice high class meal and give them nothing.
Right. See, and that's
people like that.
Oh, for sure. And then obviously Europeans.
And they'll literally screw you in your face.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and those Europeans, they act especially you're right, tourism. So it's those out of country people.
Yeah.
They could just play it all oh, I did not know.
I don't know. We don't
what is that?
But they're starting to.
That's why you see they're getting smart. Yeah, Florida, at least I give them that for their they're looking out for their workers.
Yeah, in that way. But so what would it be to me? Why don't they just increase all prices up 10%, and then you don't have to pay extra, but just pay, and they pay everybody a salary?
Yeah, they've already been increasing. I don't want a salary though, you know.
Okay. Like you like the variance of tipping. You like that it can change, that it can be whatever it says.
It's like It's like gambling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though?
How'd I do today? Do people like me? Yeah, I get tips here, and it's kind of the same thing. Like, if I get one, I'm like, nice. Like, that was a good ride. I did okay. They had a good time. Like, okay, and I do feel a little better about the ride. So I kind of get that. I do kind of get that. But I like that. Like, I know it's going to be a consistent, decent amount from here to there.
There was some jobs you work at are just depressing, and just like the neighborhood, or like Streeterville's the worst, you know?
Really, Streeterville?
Yeah.
Oh no.
These people over there suck, you know?
Oh no. Okay, that's
super negative. But it's I work at a bunch of spots, but like the one by the hospital, of course, it's gonna be like, you know, those type of people.
Yeah, right. Because if you're over
and there's a lot of homelessness, and that just like ruins your day, you know?
Sure. I can think of
they try to come in there causing problems, or they'll try to come in there and go in the bathroom and take like a bird bath, and it's like, bro, like, you know?
Yeah.
I can't, obviously, it's not my problem, but if I let them come in, it's my fault for letting them come in, right?
Right.
I could have said like, no, don't come in, like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
No, you gotta try to pick. It's just hard to do that, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't like pick it. It's really hard to pick and choose. You can't do that, you know?
Oh, for sure.
I let them all go in the bathroom, but it's like I'll tell my manager like, hey, I think like you should, you know, hint him off like, you know, go check in the bathroom, make sure everything's okay.
Right.
This guy looked kind of fishy.
Right.
We just got a guy like that the other day, you know?
Really?
They're using our paper towels, like washing himself, like it's like. But it's like Friday night, and it's busy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
You're gonna stink up the whole bathroom.
And I get this.
And she's not the only one. There's multiple of them, you know?
Sure. Yeah, and I get it. I totally get it. Me, I'm like, okay, yeah, they need help to get like do whatever you can. But like you said, it's like people are trying to eat. They're having a meal, so you've got to worry about.
Yeah, like I'm obviously, because what if this person's not homeless and I'm just assuming, and then that's a big, you know, that could be a big problem.
That's very true. Yeah, because it could just be somebody who's really just out there and
really, or maybe just having a bad day, and then
or
they have to rush to the hospital and they don't look right, and they just want to use the bathroom, and then I try to be like, oh no, you have to, you know, buy something.
Right, exactly.
But like if I'm not doing that for everybody else, then it's not fair, you know.
Sure, no, exactly. Yeah, that's something you have to.
Yeah, you can instantly get in trouble. You know what I mean? It's just you gotta think ahead, right?
Yeah. How long have you been at this place that you're at here?
Well, the one I'm going at 4 years almost.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But I started from the bottom though.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the bottom as far as that?
Like a busser.
Busser? Okay, yeah, you're just going in, taking the table.
Yeah,
do bussers get a part of the tips also, or?
We get like a percentage.
Okay, like a percentage split up between everybody.
Yeah, 4% or something up to the sales.
Oh, okay, 4%. Okay. Okay, interesting.
Oh, it depends what day it is, you know.
Sure.
That's how many people are there and what.
Sure. That's so interesting, and it makes sense. It's that economy, you know. It's having that.
That was a rough job, though, you know.
Really.
Those jobs make you go through hell for that shit, you know.
That's right. I get that. Yeah, I believe it. That I know somebody who was just washing dishes.
Not everybody can handle that, you know.
Oh no, 100%. Because you got to be on it. You got
that pressure is crazy.
Yeah. You got to be moving. You got to clean the tables, turn them over quick because that's where the money's coming. So
I'm just so used to it. You just have to have that, you know. Just have to be ready for anything, you know.
Sure. How long you been working in hospitality?
Like 7, 8 years. I used to work at Navy Pier, so that's why it's really like, you know how Navy Pier gets.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's a whole. Back then, especially, it was crazy.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Kind of ratchet, honestly, you know. When you look back at it, but I was in my first job, you know.
Yeah. When I was somebody who worked out there,
that was a job I kind of was like fucking off at a lot, like late all the time, and like, but that's not the job you want, where it's like, oh, you're late all the time, but we're cool with it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You want something.
Like, if it's a real job, you're late twice or 3 times, you're fired.
That's it, right? Which makes
straight up.
Sense. Yeah.
No matter if it was 3 times in like 2 years, they'll still fire your ass. Like, I heard about Nobu and stuff like that.
Nobu? Oh yeah, they don't mess around.
Yeah, if you get anything, you're fucked, man.
Yeah, I've seen that. You know, a lot of like high-end restaurants is every piece of it is top tier, and you got to be.
And even like allergies slips, you have to be really careful about that. Because I almost like got this lady sick the other day, but I stopped it just in time. But if I hadn't, my job would have been on the line. How does it feel if an ambulance has to pull up because of me, right? How does that even look, right? They're gonna instantly fire my ass.
That's a really great point. Yeah, right. Because you're dealing.
Like, you're a liability if you can't and I didn't even follow this because I'm supposed to go in the kitchen. You know what I mean? And like, you know, write the ticket, but I try to, you know, sometimes you get a little.
Oh sure.
And then I just like in the last second I was like, wait a sec.
I
thought there was like this one thing that wasn't like in there, but it was like just a hidden allergy that's like there, and it's like fun. but I caught it just before it like went out.
Nice. Well, that's good. I mean, so that's good. At least you were on it.
But I mean, I still have to refire it, and the manager was like, "Oh, come on, bro," you know. Still got caught, you know.
Okay.
But it's like, at least I didn't get the customer sick, but still, in their eyes, it's still like, come on, dude, you know.
Yeah, could have been on it.
Just give me a dirty look, and you know, it was already busy, so I got lucky that time. But they take note of that.
Oh, of course they do. Of course they do. It's just one of those things that's in the back of their head now, and it's in the back of your head of like, well, I had this, so I gotta.
He's always. I don't want to be that guy where he's like, oh, he's always messing up the orders, right?
Right. So yeah.
Because if I had done that, I would have got it written up. Because it's like policy is you have to go to the kitchen, you have to. But the thing is, the new kitchen chef's kind of like he kind of was gonna let me do it. He's kind of an a-hole. He's from Boston, let's just say, you know.
Okay.
So he kind of doesn't like me. So I think he was literally he knew I fucked up, but because I didn't bring it back, he was gonna let me like do it, you know.
Really? Oh, like he was like, hey, watch it.
He probably saw the allergy ticket, but he was like, oh, this asshole didn't come back here and like, you know, write the ticket. So fuck it.
Sure.
If he gets that customer sick,
yeah,
let him. I don't want him. He doesn't want me there anyway. So you know.
Wow. Dang, that's rough. Little politics, little working with people.
Yeah, you can be cool with some people, but.
Yeah. Do you have to deal with like chefs' attitudes? Like.
Oh
chefs
yeah, only this one though for some reason.
Really? Okay.
All of a sudden it's like back, but it's normal. Somebody's always gonna, even everybody has their. He's a manager at the end of the day, so.
Right.
Got to give him his respect.
Is that how it works? The chef is a manager of.
Well, they could write me up if they wanted to. The head chef.
Okay.
Well, you just don't want to be in bad terms with anybody at your job. That's already bad enough, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against them. It's
my
my fault for not doing the stuff.
Yeah, I'm a comedian.
But they'll catch you slipping if you're not doing like policy wise.
Exactly.
They'll let you slip up.
See, and that's why like it's that politics that like is.
You got to cover your own ass, or you know.
CYA every job. CYA.
You want to keep it, especially, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I've definitely been more like alert about. You just have to be alert.
Yeah. No, exactly. Thinking ahead.
Never gets like because never gets too comfortable at a job, no matter how long you've been there.
So important. So important. Yeah. That is again another reason why I like doing this. It's very I'm just driving, just having a conversation.
You don't have to worry about your manager, management,
exactly, Exactly. I get chill passengers. I'm really lucky. I think I don't drive at night when everybody's drunk and all of that. So everybody's just easy. It's just it's a conversation. I get to see Chicago. It's nice.
The restaurant industry's good money, but it definitely gets rough.
Yeah, man.
If you don't know how to handle like criticism and stuff, you're not gonna make it.
Oh, for sure.
And different attitudes.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten to that point where you're like, I think I got to do something else? What would you do?
A while ago, but the lady luckily got transferred, so I think I got lucky. All the times like I was but it was different back then,
Sure.
Everybody was quitting back then, and it's different when other managers are also like talking shit about other managers, like with you,
Oh, yeah.
Put it like that, right? It's like
So that sounds like it was a bad.
people were instigating,
yeah.
if anything, right? Like,
Yeah.
this manager's terrible. Like, you shouldn't have let them do this to you. Like, you know how it goes, right?
Yeah.
But and that work ended up quitting anyway. So it's like
See.
taking advice from like the wrong people. You know how it goes.
Oh, for sure. And that's.
If you just have those negative people around you at work, it could be like it just messes things up in your mind,
Exactly. Yeah, it's the vibe. Like,
they're feeding you off the energy you like being fed, right? If this manager's over here like just like talking shit about this manager that's in the front right now, like
right. You know what? I had that. I worked one place and there was just a guy who just had something bad to say about everybody that worked there, everybody in management, everybody on the team, everybody. And he was smart. You thought he was like, okay, senior.
And he'd be nice to you in person, like in front of you, but then like right behind your back, everybody's gonna talk shit about, right? Like with a different person.
And that's the thing I learned. If they got something to say about somebody else, they're gonna say something about you. That's always how that goes.
And they'd be jealous, I guess, or something.
It's just haters. It's just people that just want to trash everyone around them because they got something in them that want to be negative. Don't get me wrong. If stuff's wrong at a job, if stuff's wrong to be complained about, more people will complain about it. Sure, that's the thing. But if it's one person about everyone else, it's that one person.
Exactly.
Make any New Year's resolutions this year?
Not really.
Not really. I think this one's just gonna let it go. I think 2020, maybe 2026 will be my year.
Yeah, for real. Had a good year though.
Yeah.
Just keep working is my resolution.
That's it. I think that's all everybody can do. Try and keep their head above water.
Pay these bills.
That's it. That's all.
It's expensive in Chicago, man.
It's nuts, man. Like I said, I own this place, and they just raised the taxes So my mortgage went up $800 a month.
My mom's about to move out here too. She has a house, but it's just like the taxes are.
Nuts.
Yeah, she just doesn't want to deal with it.
They're nuts, man. It's crazy.
She wants to go to Charlotte or something, or like, where is it called? Somewhere in North Carolina.
Yeah,
Raleigh or something.
Raleigh, Charlotte. Yeah, a lot of people going out there.
Retirement.
Really great areas, not too expensive. Yeah. Yeah, there's also, what is it, Reno, like Vegas, Nevada, and Florida don't do income tax. So you get a little less.
Aren't there hurricanes over there sometimes though?
But see, that's the problem. Florida got hurricanes, but Nevada there's nothing. And that's the thing. It's like, but if you're Chicago and you don't like the heat, a lot of people don't like the heat out there, but I don't mind it at all. But yeah.
I just don't like it because my mom, she's trying to like go there, but she has literally no family there or nothing. And me and my brothers are all like against it, but sure. It's like, well, you know how moms are exactly. Yeah. It's like she just has this all of a sudden like random thought in her head to go to whatever rally.
Sure.
It's like
she wants to get out.
I was already telling her like if something happens, like don't expect us to just like slap our, out of respect. Like we love you, we're gonna help you, but
sure.
What do you expect us to do? Like,
right, you want to be here.
Like once you really get to that point where you start getting where you need help.
No, you're right. Yeah, that's a great point.
You expect us to just like have all that money we're gonna have to pay just to bring her back now is just like.
You know what? That's a great point.
But that's what moms do to you, right? They want you to do. They just can't do shit about it, right?
Exactly. Mine's in California. She's out in wine country. She's not. I couldn't get her to leave. There's no way. She's a stone out there. I'm glad my sister's out there, so fine, my sister take care of her. But yeah, if there's nobody, that's it. You can't choose it. And your mom's gonna think of you like a kid until.
She probably assumes you're just gonna like schlep out there all the time to like.
Right.
Well, I will come out there every once in a while, but
yeah, it's
like make it easy from your.
Yeah, 12-hour drive or something like that.
You think so?
It's 2-hour flight. It's not bad.
It's just annoying,
Yeah, exactly. It's just annoying. That's really all. It's just that.
Like what is over here?
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. Raleigh, it's still very much in development out there. There's nothing. But it's pretty if you like greenery.
I don't know why I can't judge her, but it's like.
Everybody wants what they want. So is she from here originally? Like
Indiana though, so that makes sense. Okay, yeah. It's more like Indiana style probably, right? Which is nothing.
But nicer, yeah. And warmer. A little warmer, a little nicer.
Cheaper.
Exactly, and cheaper. Yeah, because Indiana's moving up because it's the parts that are close to Chicago and industry, and then Indianapolis, those tend to get a little more pricey out there.
Indianapolis sucks though.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's like, what is in Indianapolis?
Exactly. It's a big city, but there's nothing. I went out there a couple of times, but there's nothing out there.
It's boring.
Couple comedy clubs.
A ghetto too,
And then you're really surprised at how bad.
And all the guns out there, I'm good off that.
Yeah.
Asking for trouble.
Exactly.
Wisconsin's not much better either, though.
Really?
Well, Milwaukee is.
Sure. Yeah, it's a nice city, but yeah, I agree. It's all cool. I'm a Californian. I grew up in California.
Cali's the best.
See, that's what I'm like. If I'm going anywhere, that's where I'm going.
Cali, LA, San Francisco.
Yes,
it's expensive though, but it's worth it.
Exactly. Yeah, I grew up about an hour north of San Francisco, and then I lived in LA for my 20s.
San Francisco's just kind of small though.
It's a tiny city. It's tiny.
It's like by the piers, like just a jumbo Navy pier, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then dude, you could walk from one side of, and I've done it from San Francisco.
Yeah, we just rode. Because I remember our like a rental guy, he had sent us out for the, you know what I mean? Like the main guy was supposed to have our car. Because I didn't have my license at the time. Like he was gonna be the driver.
Yeah.
He ended up something happened. You know how it goes on certain trips. Like he just like flaked on us. So we ended up only riding the e-bikes, but it ended up being better because we was like still saw everything and we saved money. So it's like sometimes like things happen and it's like for the better anyway.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So you were out there with the e-bikes. Yeah, dude.
And it was nice weather. Went everywhere. Went all the way over the bridge. Everything.
Awesome. Oh man, that's actually probably sounds really fun. I bet you somebody could do that, like Chicago or San Francisco tours on e-bikes.
It's just that easy. Like it's just everything's like right there.
It really is. It really is. Yeah, I actually was doing Uber out there, and I loved it, man. I saw all.
Vegas is nice too.
And Vegas is so nice too. Yeah. It's coming up. I was just out there 3 weeks ago.
Dude, it's busting out. It's nice and it's cracking.
A lot of new construction.
It's building a big city going up.
It's on its way. It really is. Just in 10 years from when I was there before, it's blowing up, which is cool.
They got some nice shit out there.
Oh yeah. The houses are nice and affordable, and again, no income tax, so it's very.
That's the real draw.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll change eventually, but for now, they're getting everybody over there.
Right, and you know what they're doing in Nevada? The state of Nevada is seeding the desert with trees. Their plan is to plant like 5 million or 10 million trees, and they're literally going to create a forest. They're going to terraform it so that it's just chill weather, like the
We'll
mountains.
see if that works, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna cost money to even keep it flowing, but
Yeah, but because it will, because if you.
I remember flying in and you just see it, and you're just like, bro, this is like insane. We're just in a desert, and there's like all of a sudden a big plot of land
exactly.
with all this shit there. You're like, bro, this shit is like one big thing in a desert, but it's not even that big though.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's big, but it's like not really, right?
Yeah, it's a speck.
When you look at it from a distance, you're like, bro, it's really kind of just like a speck.
I remember flying in. Yeah, we flew in the morning, and then there's like two other tinier little specks you can barely see on the horizon, and then you're there. Yeah, exactly. But we'll see. And like I said, so they want to turn it into a forest, and that putting all the trees there will create the ground cover to cool the ground.
Yeah, those Uber drivers make good money out there, right? It's always every time of the day, right?
That's what he said. He said you just basically all you're doing is driving up and down the strip all day.
And airport.
And the airport, which is right there. It's 10 minutes. It's
MGA,
right
yeah, all that shit is nice though, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's chill. It's nice. Yeah, and Uber makes decent money.
And it's safe. There's like good security everywhere.
Right. It's not bad if you're on the strip.
Off the strip is dangerous, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
But on the strip they got it secured.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they know they're like, no, everybody's just here to have.
This is the money time. We're not gonna let these fools like fuck up the.
Exactly.
There's like restaurants, but you know what I mean. They're more of like real like
Yeah, but no, yeah, we got to cruise around.
Real classy.
We were off. Yeah, we got to cruise around. It's nice. It's a nice little town.
Or like Fontainebleau or something. But they got some super fancy like places.
Oh yeah. Yeah, honestly, serving too is probably decent. I know. I'm sure.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I would go out there and do that.
Sure.
But there's no point because it's like Chicago's the same thing.
Right.
And the same price.
Right. Yeah, that's really it's just what type of weather you like. If you want it cold or you want it hot, that's the difference.
And Vegas is nice though. I would definitely live out there.
That's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, you say that until you're spending all your money out there and going broke, you know?
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know what? I just gotta hit it big once. Here's all my service.
Because I feel like after a while, it'll just feel like going to Navy Pier every day, you know? Or just like, get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, I totally get you.
You're like, bro, like I'm seeing the same. This shit gets old, like seeing this shit, because I'm not even spending my money on it.
That's true, right? You get to see everybody have fun, but not actually do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there because of gambling, you know?
Oh yeah.
And the strip clubs, all that shit is just too enticing, right?
Yeah. I know it's getting getting big out here too. Like aren't they building that big casino?
Yeah, they're trying though, but you know, I'm not a fool. People aren't as big of fools here.
It's too big. I see too many like those. Every corner store has a little slot machine with somebody just pumping their paycheck into it. It's nuts.
Literally, bro. Yeah, people are crazy.
It's sad. Yeah, I'm just like, this can't be right. Yeah, it's everywhere out here.
All right, here's good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, it's great chat. Always nice to meet you, neighbor.
Make sure you get tip. I got you.
See you later. See you.